Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving into a really cool topic, how to get smarter. And here's the thing, it's probably not what you think. It isn't about some huge life overhaul. It's actually about the little things, the daily habits that you can transform into powerful tools for boosting your brain power. So let's get started. Does this sound familiar? You've got that drive, you want to sharpen your mind, but you're just stuck on where to even begin. It's a super common feeling, but you know what? The answer might be a lot closer than you think. That's it right there. Becoming smarter isn't about some massive one-time effort. Nope. It's all about the small, consistent things you do every single day. So let's unpack what that smarter daily routine really looks like. First things first, let's talk fundamentals. I want you to think of these next few habits like a daily workout for your brain. This is the gym for your mind, the stuff that's going to keep it lean, agile, and super strong.
Now, what's really cool is how these 3 steps create this amazing feedback loop. Reading obviously brings in new ideas, but then asking questions makes you dig in to really understand them. And finally, reviewing what you've learned, that's what makes it stick. It's a simple, but trust me, an incredibly powerful cycle.
And if you want to supercharge that whole process, here's a secret weapon: meditation. It's not just about finding your zen. By training your attention, you are actively upgrading your brain's hardware. You're improving its ability to focus and hold on to information, which is, kind of essential for learning anything. Which brings us perfectly to our next big idea. A sharp mind has to have a healthy home to live in. We tend to separate our mental and physical health, but they are completely intertwined. What you do with your body has a direct, and I mean direct, impact on how well your brain works. These 3 right here, they are the absolute non-negotiables. Think about it. When you sleep, your brain is literally cleaning house and filing away memories. Regular exercise pumps your brain full of oxygen and nutrients. And your food, well, that's the actual building material for your brain cells. You can't skip this stuff. And this gives you a great picture of what that fuel looks like. We're talking foods packed with omega-3s like salmon, or antioxidants from nuts and other natural foods. They directly support your cognitive function. It's like putting premium fuel in a high-performance engine, and that engine is in your head. Okay, so we've covered how to maintain your brain. Now let's talk about how to grow it. Being smart isn't just about what you know. It's about actively building new skills and understanding, and that means you have to get a little uncomfortable. This is what active learning really is. You start by trying something new, anything you've been curious about. Then you challenge yourself with it. Maybe you try to learn a bit of code or pick up an instrument. That practice, that struggle, that's what's literally forging new pathways in your brain. But look, when you take on big challenges, you're going to fail sometimes. It's inevitable. And this is where a huge mindset shift has to happen. Do you see failure as an endpoint, or do you see it as data? The people in that second column, they're the ones who really grow, because they see every mistake as just another lesson.
Let's just sit with this for a second. This one idea, if you really embrace it, can unlock so much potential. It completely reframes setbacks. They're not dead ends anymore. They're signposts, pointing you exactly where you need to improve.
All right, let's shift gears. Getting smarter is not a solo mission, not at all. The people you interact with every day are one of your greatest resources for knowledge, for new ideas, and for different perspectives. And this really comes down to 2 key things. First, you've got to be intentional about your circle. Actively build relationships with people who challenge you, who know things you don't. Second, you have to become a better listener. And I mean really listen, not just waiting for your turn to talk, but asking good questions and just absorbing what they have to share. So for our final section, we have to go internal, because all of these other habits we've talked about, the reading, the exercise, the people you connect with, all of it is built on the foundation of your own mindset. This is the inner game. Positive thinking literally widens your field of vision. Finding joy lowers stress hormones that get in the way of memory. And really understanding yourself, your biases, your strengths, that lets you learn without your own ego getting in the way. These aren't just feel-good ideas, they create the perfect mental state for learning. And this is the bottom line, right here. It's so important. When your mind isn't bogged down with stress and negativity, it's free. It's free to think more clearly, more creatively, and to make way better decisions. Your emotional state is directly tied to your cognitive horsepower. So let's bring it all together. Here it is, your complete toolkit. And notice how it all connects, right? A fueled body makes for a sharper brain. A positive mindset makes it easier to take on challenges and grow. It's a whole system working together to make you a smarter, more capable person. And that brings us to the most important question of all. This isn't just a bunch of information, it's a call to action. So look at this toolkit and think, what's one small thing you can do? Which one of these tips will you start with today?